What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, what's going on? Super sunny day over here. Got the sun just glaring off of that building back there. But yeah, been good. Been good. Want to say, yeah, hey guys, how's it going? Laura C says, good night from Spain. What's up? Sorry the time didn't work out over in Spain. I guess it's pretty late over there. But yeah, it's afternoon here. How's it going, everybody? Sage McAllister, Brianna Klinger. Who else we got? Rowan Bunka. A lot of people saying hi. Good to see everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. Yeah, just going to talk about some stuff. Going to answer some questions. I'm going to try and get to a few more questions in this stream, because I know in the past streams I usually tend to only get to like 10 questions and just give the most long-winded answers of all time. So I'm going to try and answer a few more questions today, and I think that'll be fun. Leslie Shelley. Clementine just came home from the park. That's awesome. That's my friend Leslie, and she's got a super, super cute dog. What's up, Leslie? Yeah, cool. So yeah, super sunny over here. I'm feeling like I should have put my sunscreen on. Yeah, but that's okay. So yeah, to start today, I just want to say thanks for the positive reactions for my Havana cover that I released the other day. Thanks for checking that one out. It's a really fun one to do, and it's cool to pull out the trumpet again. I hadn't actually played trumpet since I made that video back in the spring where I was talking about the 5 instruments that I played. So yeah, thanks for checking it out. I thought the thumbnail was pretty funny with I got Camila's picture right there. That was actually Rita's idea. I was like, hey, what do you think of this thumbnail? And Rita's like, oh, you should put the picture of Camila in the corner there. And I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty funny. So yeah, we put that in. Yeah, and of course everybody loved the M&M mug bit. I actually got it right here, drinking out of it. So if you haven't seen the video, there's just a part in the video where I'm like tapping on the mug, using it like a percussion instrument. Tick, 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 tick. And yeah, like half of the comments on the video are just people talking about that. So I thought it was pretty funny. The idea actually came to me while I was just like laying in bed trying to sleep, because I knew I wanted to do like a cowbell there or something. And then I was like, oh, you know what? It'd be funny if I use that M&M mug and just like tap on it. And yeah, I thought it was pretty funny because he's just got this like super sly face about him, right? That smile, it's so hilarious. At least I think it's funny. So I'm glad you guys think it's funny too. So yeah, thanks for checking out that cover. Yeah, let's see. Honeybrook says, can you tell us about the album? Because Jake and Cece wouldn't tell us. Yeah, I know Jake and Cece did that Twitch stream recently. But yeah, I'm sorry, I can't tell you about the album either. It's all meant to be kept secret right now. But it is in the final stages of mixing, and really it's just it's pretty much done. Just making a couple more tweaks. But yeah, you guys are gonna love it. So thanks for your patience. Anjali says, Lonny, I'm gonna steal Rita from you. Damn. Rita, what do you think about that? Rita's overwatching in the side there. No one's stealing Rita from me. How dare you? Oh, man. Yeah. Malena says, I can't wait for the rest of the album. Where's... I edited Bernie into one of your pictures. Laura says that. I feel like I've seen that, and I got to admit that I'm really behind on what's going on. I keep seeing this guy photoshopped into all these different situations, including ones of myself. And I got to apologize. I'm just so ignorant to the whole thing. I have no idea what's happening. The inauguration. Rita's telling me off camera. Okay. I did watch the inauguration, I got to say, but I didn't know what the Photoshop thing is. I got to apologize. I've just been locked up in my studio over the last few days, and I haven't been keeping up on what's going on. But yeah, well, hey, thanks for the Photoshop. It's on the Lonny BVB Instagram account if you guys want to check it out. It's me sitting beside Bernie. So It's cool to be in the presence of royalty. Can you slap the bass? Not right now. I'm not plugged in, but check out my slap bass video. It's me slapping the bass out on that balcony, just right there. Search Lonny Eagleton slap bass, and you can see me slap it. All right, Lonnie, what was your first impression when you met BVB in person? Asks Inma. Yeah, it was cool. You know, they're really nice guys. It was good. We kind of hit it off right away. Addison says, "What other music do you like?" I've always liked classic rock. You know, that's kind of where I started out. That's sort of my bread and butter. Van Halen, Led Zeppelin. Lately, I've been listening to Matchbox 20 over the last couple days. They're pretty good. They got a lot of good hits. As I mentioned before, I'm getting really onto Khalid. Listen to a lot of Pearl Jam lately too. Yeah, Mika Rose, you gotta head out. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. Let's see here. I wanted to share this one fan art that I saw, which I just thought was so cool. You know, the way this is portrayed in the cartoon style, I don't know. There's something about that I just think is like really cool and really funny. Just like the way it's animated. So who drew that? Broken Art TV one on Instagram. Yeah, that's super cool. Super cool. Yeah, I'm really feeling like I should have worn sunscreen today. Man, sun's just glaring off that building over there. Here's one. Septic Comics says, Lonnie, could you say hello to my bro, Jay? Yeah, what's up, Jay? Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Led Zepp, yes. Cool. Where's everyone watching from? I'd love to see, what countries you guys are tuning in from. So write your countries into the comments. Lonnie, do you stand 5 Seconds of Summer? Yeah, I do, actually. Love that band. Yeah. Although they had that one song like a couple years ago that was on the radio all the time, and I got to admit I kind of got sick of it. Something about it isn't in my blood. I think that's them. Canada, yeah. Czech Republic, Minnesota. Ethan coming in from England. Lizzie from England. Dennis Benjamin from Maryland. Yeah, my guitars were built in Maryland back there. That's where the Paul Reed Smith factory is based out of. So yeah, I always love going to Maryland for that reason. Let's see, Las Vegas, Japan. No way, that's cool. I didn't know anyone was coming in from Japan. What time is it in Japan right now? Yeah, right on. Canada. Yeah, always love seeing the fellow Canadians. And it's nice how it's sunny today. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm in Vancouver right now, and it rains all the time in the winter. This is like the first time we've seen the sun in like 3 months, so it's pretty awesome. And here I am spending the day inside, but it's okay because I love hanging with you guys. Cool. Norway, Texas, Atlanta. Right on. I had a dream about Atlanta last night, oddly enough. Totally unrelated. In your tour with BVB in June, which music will you play? Let's see. Yeah, hopefully we can do that tour in June, but it'll basically be just a collection of hits, as most of the tours are. Just a collection of hits through the albums, but primarily playing the new music, which will be released by then. Scarlet Cross for sure, and then all the other new ones that I can't mention yet. But yeah, just collection of mostly new music and plus all the old hits, as it is with most tours. And yeah, I want to say too, it's cool that Scarlet Cross is actually doing pretty good on American rock radio right now. It's It's currently charting on number 26, I think, on the rock charts. So that's pretty cool, and we're all really excited about it. For obvious reasons. So yeah, thanks for everyone streaming it and streaming the numbers on Spotify and YouTube and everything like that, because it really helps to show the radio stations that, like, yeah, there is some validity to this song, and there is a big fan base and a big people who want to hear this song on the radio. So it helps the radio programmers to know, like, yeah, we should spin this thing. And yeah, it's working. So, just keep doing what you guys are doing. Thanks for that. And hopefully it just keeps climbing the charts the way it has. It's pretty exciting. Yeah, Raven Castro, love Scarlet Cross. JB, love from Hungary. Cool. Yeah. Mo Two Wheels, what's up? Do you have any crazy tour stories from past tours? Yeah, there's been a few here. Let me think. I'll tell you about this time I had this like freak accident in I was playing a show in New York. This was before I was playing with Black Veil Bride. So I was on tour with a guy named Sean Hook, good buddy of mine, and we had a show in New York at the Hammerstein Ballroom, and it was one of those things where there wasn't a stage pre-built. They had to assemble it that morning with like a bunch of squares that were like 6 feet above the ground, and for whatever reason, one of the squares was just missing. Like, so there was essentially a hole in the stage. Nobody told us about this. The crew just kind of failed to mention it for whatever reason. And we didn't know about it. We go to play. The lights are totally blacked out when we start the show. I got my guitar on, walk out there, and I just fall right into this hole. So like a 6-foot drop, I land on concrete. And this was right as we're starting the first song. And it just instant pain, and I was instantly in shock because I had no idea what was going on. And yeah, I just started bleeding everywhere. They had to like stop the show. It was a huge thing. I got rushed off in an ambulance to the hospital nearby, and I actually got 5 stitches on my forehead, and I have like a small scar right there that you can see if you look up close. And yeah, it was terrible actually. And it was funny because that was the show that we were like most excited about on that tour, and it ended up just having that horrible thing kind of staining it for all of us. But yeah, I recovered. I wasn't able to walk properly for like a month afterwards. So that was a crazy thing to happen on tour. Thanks for the question, Morgan. What else do we got? Safa asks, Lonnie, if you weren't in BVB, what other career could you see yourself doing? I don't know. I did want to be an orthodontist when I was a kid, so maybe that, but that's probably not for me. I feel like it'd be cool to be a tattoo artist, actually. I've always thought that would be fun. Uh, yeah, interior design. I don't know. But I like playing music. It's really hard to picture you doing something else. And, if you do choose the path to play music, it's as a career, it's really because you have to, and there's no other choice. Because at times it can be a difficult life, having to be away, or just the uncertainty about what's coming next. Will people enjoy the material you put out? There's a lot of variables up in the air. So it's really not a career for everybody. And a lot of the times, if you do choose to go into something so unstable, it's because of just a love for the art, and it's something you really just have to do intrinsically. So yeah, hope that answers the question. What's your favorite band? My favorite band's Led Zeppelin from the 70s. They've always been my favorite. If I was a tattoo artist, you definitely get a tattoo from me. Aw, thank you. I'm flattered. I would definitely tattoo you. It's hard to do, though. Any word on 2021 tours yet? Honestly, I probably don't know any more than you guys do. Really, we're all just waiting for this pandemic to be over. So it's hard to say. We're all hoping. We're all hoping it can happen. I know we are booked to play Australia in May, I think. So that's coming up soon. Hopefully we can get there, but yeah. I really don't have any insight on that sort of thing, but yeah, we're all hoping. Haley Ash asks, what's your favorite BVB song to play at shows? Yeah. My answer is always different. The Legacy's fun because it's got that bass intro, right? It's always fun when you got a bass intro, so I like doing that one. Yeah, Yeah, Legacy's good, but no, they're all pretty fun. I'd say In the End's good because everyone's singing along. It's a big encore. It's fun playing the hits. Yeah, I saw someone ask if I have any piercings. I just got the one piercing on my lip here. You can probably see it. Yeah, I got that 2013, I think. So it's been in there for a while. And I actually got my nose pierced once too on the other side. So I had like two hoops. I wanted to try that out, and I was like, yeah, I'll just do it. And it hurt really bad. Like I started crying instantly when I got pierced, just like a reflex. And I didn't really like the piercing, so I took it out a day later before it was even done healing. I was like, oh, I'll just stick with the lips, or stick with the lip. I mean, yeah. Oh, I did have one of my ears pierced when I was in grade 4. Yeah, I had an earring, because I remember my sister went to get her ears pierced as a kid, and I was just tagging along because I was like too young to stay home alone or whatever. And I was like, you know what, I'll just get my ear pierced while I'm here, and I did it. So yeah, that was fun. Uh, Hibiko asks, have you ever heard of Motionless in White? Yeah, of course I've heard of Motionless in White. Yeah, really cool band. They got a cool look and everything. Definitely tapping into the whole, Black Veil Bride's imagery thing, I feel, which is great, I dig that band. Haven't listened to them too much. As I said, I've been mainly on like a classic rock or like a pop kick these days, but yeah, good band. Got nothing bad to say about them. Yeah. So, do you like Wednesday 13? Never heard of them. I'm sorry. So, what's everyone's plans for the weekend? I've been good here, staying busy, working on a bunch of music stuff. Been producing a couple songs for a local artist here in Vancouver. So I've been pretty busy doing that, among doing some remote studio sessions for people via the internet. Yeah, always lots going on. Yeah, what are you guys up to here? Probably just chill, says Milena. Yeah, right on. Nikki's gonna be sleeping. Sounds great. Sounds great. Sleeping is nice. Going to the dog park, quarantine for another week or so. Yeah, that's true. I guess we got the whole quarantine thing, so it's not like people are really doing much anyways. What is your next dream? Hang on. Lonnie, do ASMR. Yeah. Okay, here it is. What's my next dream? Yeah, I feel like I've been really fortunate to accomplish a lot of the stuff that I've wanted to do, and I'm 29 now, and I feel really lucky that I've been kind of able to achieve a lot of my dreams, and a lot of it comes down to hard work and just always pushing through those tough times. Uh, I guess these days I've just find growing my YouTube channel is a fun project. So I love hanging out with you guys right here on YouTube and putting out videos and all that stuff. So just gonna try and keep growing the channel in the way that I have. Got a lot of fun video ideas planned too. Hoping to do another one with Rhita soon. And I know you guys love having Rhita in the videos. So I got a cool idea that the two of us might be doing together coming up soon. But yeah, there's so many ideas. I basically have like a list, like a note in my phone of just video ideas. And whenever a topic comes up that I'm like, oh, that'll make an interesting video, I just add it to this list. And I've got like probably like close to 100 different video ideas. So whenever I set up to film on a day, if I have a day off and I'm like, oh, I'll film a video today, I just like consult the list. I'll be like, oh, let's do that one. So yeah, there's no shortage of video ideas. But that being said, I love hearing your guys' suggestions too. So if anyone's got any cool video ideas that you think I should try, then by all means, please share them. Yeah. What else are you guys saying? Valeria, how do you feel today? Feeling like I should have put on sunscreen because it's super, super sunny here. Would you ever dye your hair a crazy color? I thought about that, doing like a light blue thing, but I don't know if it'll happen. You know, with the BVB, photos and videos and stuff, it kind of makes sense that we all have black hair, or the blonde with Andy. I did like a brown streak in the fall. I don't know if you guys saw that. And actually, when I had that streak, I actually tried to do it blue, and it just didn't work out. It ended up just turning brown, so I didn't do it properly. But yeah, I don't know, I'm good with the black for now. But I do like colorful hair. You know, whenever I see somebody rocking out with like green hair or something, I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. Good for you. Why sunscreen indoors? Uh, I guess we can get into this. I'm just afraid of aging, really, is what it is. And the sun makes you age. I'm sorry to have to take it there, guys, but yeah. Apparently, you're supposed to wear sunscreen even inside because the sun gets in through the windows. And even if it's not direct sunlight, it's still going to age you. Just a little thing that I worry about. But yeah, thanks for the question. Yeah. Can can say having green hair is fun, says Hunter D. Yeah. Sweet. Maybe I'll try that someday. I don't know. Hmm. Go Away asks, before you joined BVB, who was your favorite member apart from Andy? Yeah, I feel like I answered this in the last stream. I think my answer was that of course everyone's cool, and I don't want to. It's hard to even pick anybody, but I've always loved the way Jake interacts with people online through his Twitch streams and YouTube thing and Instagram Live and all that. I love all the social media content that Jake has been putting out for you guys for over the years. So I've always kind of enjoyed his personality because of that. But yeah, everyone's good. It's not like I dislike anybody. Yeah. Ax Axiova asks, "Can Rita do your makeup?" Yeah, I'm sure she could. Um, I did her makeup once actually. I put my BVB makeup on her once, and that was pretty fun. Maybe we'll have to do that again. That could make a fun YouTube video too. I feel like. Valerie asks, "Do you like science?" Yeah, I mean science is cool. I was always pretty bad at science in school though. I got like a C minus in physics, and yeah, was always too focused on music. Victoria Paris says make a Twitch account like Jake has. Yeah, I just everyone keeps telling me to do that. I feel like I'm just having a good time with YouTube though. What I like about YouTube is that I can just do it however I please, and I can spend time editing and making sure everything looks good. And I mean, not that it wouldn't look good on Twitch, but I can just really fine tune everything before I release it. Uh, and yeah, I feel like I got a fun thing going with YouTube here. If I did Twitch, it would kind of kill the whole YouTube thing for me because just don't have enough time in the day to do both. And yeah, Jake's doing very well with the Twitch thing. I don't want to step on his feet there. And to kind of play into what I'm saying, you guys might have noticed ever since Jake started doing Twitch, he hasn't been uploading to YouTube because he's just such a busy guy, and it's kind of got to be one or the other. I feel so. I'm happy to do YouTube. I'll keep doing YouTube, and Jake can do Twitch, and I can still do streams on here whenever I want to and stuff. Can you play guitar or bass, please? I don't know. No, not today. Not today. Sorry. Maybe I'll do another stream sometime and I'll bring out my acoustic and I can play. But yeah, probably not today. Um, but check out the videos online. There's a bunch of stuff there. Lonnie, can you do a video with CC? Asks Angeli. Yeah. I mean, we did that beatboxing thing, although it was kind of involuntary on his part. But yeah, maybe we'll do another one together. I've thought about it'd be fun to do like if and when we ever do get on tour. I'd love to do interviews with people on days off, like in hotel rooms, different people in the band or even crew members, like let's say like our sound engineer, like just interview the BVB sound engineer. What's a day like on tour for you? All that stuff. I feel like that could be an interesting series for the channel. I definitely want to get into more interviews. I don't know if you guys saw I did an interview in like August, I think it was, with my friend Matt Riley, who plays bass for Avril Lavigne. And I thought that was a really cool video. I thought it was really interesting, to watch. Even though I was a part of it, I really enjoyed watching it back. So I do want to do more stuff like that with all the band members eventually. Yeah, so many ideas for videos. Um, yeah, just a matter of finding the time to get to them. Do you like Herman Lee? Yeah, I mean, I've never met him, but I will say Through the Fire and Flames was such a hard song to play on Guitar Hero 2 back in the day. But I did manage to beat it on Expert, and I'm forever proud of that. It's probably my greatest achievement. Debbie Shannon. Hey, Lonnie, what's up? What's up, Debbie? Thanks for all your comments on the videos. Really appreciate it. Matt is the man. Yeah, Danny Snyder, what's up? Yeah. Danny is he's a cool musician. Check out his band Grave Mistake out of Sacramento. What's up, Danny? Could we all stream together? Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Did I see Jake's stream with CC? Yeah, I did tune in for a bit, actually. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'd love to do one with Jake sometime. I'd love to make an appearance on his stream, on his Twitch stream sometimes. Want to say too, hope you guys enjoyed. Let's see, I got the thing lined up here. This video that I put out, just comparing the tones from the guitars. That was a fun one to make, and it's always cool playing those classic riffs, So give me a thumbs up if you saw that one. And I thought it'd be interesting to show you guys this too. You see how there's like the black lines separating the guitars. So originally I had it as red lines like this. I'll scroll back and forth so you guys can see. So I put it out with the red lines. I was like, oh, that'd be eye-catching for the thumbnail that you click on. And then I was like, you know what? That's kind of giving me a headache, the red lines. So switched it to black, and that's what you see now. But yeah, thanks for checking out that video, guys. Those would be the two most recent ones I put out on this channel. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of like loaves of bread emojis. Are those supposed to be thumbs up? Maybe you just didn't translate into the YouTube chat. Love the Enter Sandman riff, says Sage. Yeah. That a lot of the comments were people talking about Enter Sandman, because that was one of the riffs I played in that video. I thought it was cool. Let's see. Sofa says, tell Rita we love her. She is such a queen. That's awesome. Rita, you still here? Hey, did you hear that? Nice. She says she loves you guys too. You want to come say hi or no? Yeah, she's still in her pajamas, so. Oh yeah, you got jeans. Well, feel free to come say hi if you want. I agree, Rita's great. Casey Edgar, so why an Orioles fan? I'm so happy you brought that up. I'll talk about that in a sec. It's 10:30 p.m. in France. Okay, well, I guess you got to head out, but thanks for tuning in. I love Paris. We were actually watching this show yesterday that's filmed in Paris. It's called Call My Agent, and it's in French, and we were watching it in French. My French isn't that good, but I was trying to understand. So, yeah, Paris is cool. Anyways, yeah, I'm a Baltimore Orioles fan, the baseball team. The reason I'm a fan of that team is because I'm also a big fan of the show Seinfeld from the 90s. And there's an episode where they talk about the Baltimore Orioles. So I was like, oh, that'll be my team. And that's the only reason why I'm a Baltimore Orioles fan. The guys in the band give me such a hard time about it because I don't know anything about baseball. Other than that, it was mentioned on a Seinfeld episode. So when I played in Baltimore with Andy on the Andy Black tour, I went to the stadium, I bought a hat, I bought like all this Baltimore Orioles merchandise, and then I wore it at the show for the encore. I put on my Baltimore Orioles cap. So yeah. Orioles. Oh yeah, and actually leading up to that show during the day, the guys were trying to prank me. I'll tell you this story. So they're like, "Oh, well, you're a Baltimore Orioles fan, but you don't know any of the players." And I'm like, "That's right." And then Andy's like, "Well, in the show tonight, I'm going to ask you who your favorite Baltimore Oriole player is, and then you can tell everybody." And he's like, you got to know a player to say. So he told me this guy, Don Mattingly. He's like, I'm going to ask you to say Don Mattingly. Now, apparently, Don Mattingly isn't even an Orioles player. He's on the Yankees, or he was. So I was going to look like a fool in front of everybody at the show. And then, I caught wind of it. And I was like, oh, yeah, he's actually not on the Orioles. So Andy never ended up asking me. But that would have been hilarious if they're like, who's your favorite Oriole? And I'm like, Don Mattingly. And he wasn't even a player. So luckily I caught wind of that. Christina Colin says, Lonnie, can I get a hi, please? What's up, Christina? How's it going? Hope you are well. Yeah, Andy likes the Bengals. He's gotten me into the Bengals too. He's gifted me 4 Bengals jerseys. My closet's just full of them. It's great. He's like, yeah, you can be in the band, but you gotta be a Bengals fan. That's the protocol. He's like, I don't even care if you can play music. You just got to be a Bengals fan. So I'm like, yeah, all right. I can handle that. What are your purposes for this 2021? Asks Laura C. Just hoping to get back on tour, really. Hoping the world can pull itself together and make it through all this mess. I know a lot of people are excited about the new presidential people and all that stuff. So hopefully we can see some change in that regard. What is quarantine like where you are? Asks Sam Crump. Most stuff are shut down, but funny enough, restaurants are still open, which I don't really understand. But yeah, you can still go to restaurants, grocery stores. Actually, every business is open. There's just oftentimes a lineup outside because they only let a certain amount of people into the store at a time. You have to wear masks everywhere. Yeah, you're supposed to stay 6 feet apart. But yeah, other than that, all the businesses are open. Hello from Scotland, says Controller Tings. What's up? I love going to Scotland. The accents are so cool. A little difficult to understand coming from Canada, actually. But yeah, Scotland's awesome. And Hogwarts is in Scotland too, so that's cool. Yeah, we're reading the 6th Harry Potter book right now, Half-Blood Prince, which is one of my favorites. You speak Spanish? No, not really. As I've mentioned many times, the only phrase I really know is "Donde está la biblioteca?" I took 2 semesters of Spanish in university, and that's all I walked away from it with is "Donde está la biblioteca?" So money well spent, if you ask me. Same here in Tennessee. Walmart, it's a madhouse there, though. Yeah. Same here. There's a Walmart nearby, and yeah, it's a madhouse. Casey Edgar, that's. Did you get Andy's book? Yes, I did. And I think I talked about this in the previous live stream as well, but I'll talk about it again. When his book was announced, I bought it, and I was actually with him at the time, and I bought it on pre-sale because I was like, oh, I gotta support the dude. And then I went up to him and I was like, yo, just bought the book. And he's like, oh, you didn't have to do that. Like, I would have just given you one. And I was like, oh, all right, well, I guess I'll have 2. So then he gave me one, and now I have 2. So yeah, 2's better than 1. So it's a good book. Hope you guys had a chance to check it out. Some good stories in there, and it was an honor to be mentioned in it. That was the first thing I did when I got it. Was I was just skimming for my name. I'm like, oh, am I in this? Was I mentioned? As I'm sure anyone would do. And yeah, it was cool to see my name in print in a book, right? So I do hope to write one like that of my own someday. It's something I've always wanted to do ever since I was a teenager. I always loved reading those rock and roll biographies, and I would just read them all the time when I was like 15. And I was dreaming about like playing in a band of my own one day and being able to write one of my own story. And yeah, I do plan on doing that. Maybe in like 10 years or something when things are more settled. But yeah, I would love to write my own someday. Yeah. Who is the most annoying band member? Asks Go Away. I don't know. Probably me, I guess. My Canadian accent. You know, first time I met Andy, he walked into the room and he's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Hey," and he's like, "Are you Canadian?" It was the first thing he asked me, like the first thing he said to me, and I'm like, "Yeah." And I to this day, I don't know if he just like saw on my website that it said I was Canadian, or if he like picked up on some sort of accent. So I should probably ask him about that. I don't know. Do you guys think I have a Canadian accent? Because sometimes the guys tease me about this, and I'm like, I don't hear it. I feel like Americans sound the exact same as Canadians, and I wouldn't know the difference. But I don't know. What do I know? Are you reading any book right now? Yeah, I'm reading Harry Potter 6, The Half-Blood Prince. BVB Palais. Yeah, Palais Royale's great. Their new songs are awesome. Yeah, I love the look of that band too. They have some really cool imagery. First BVB song I ever heard was In the End. Checked it out on YouTube, saw the video with it. I was really bummed out that the singer had cut his hair in the video. Have you seen American Satan? Yeah, I have. It's pretty graphic. I wasn't expecting all those crazy scenes, but it's a cool movie, and I'm excited for the Paradise City TV show to come out following it. Casey Edgar doesn't hear a difference either. Yeah, exactly, right? How old were you when you started listening to rock? I would have been 12. Before that, I was all about the Backstreet Boys, you know, as us 90s kids are, and then I got into rock. Never looked back. Can't hear the accent, says Alexandra. No. I mean, me neither. I feel like they're just trying to tease me. Yeah. Looks like it looks like In the End was a lot of people's first songs. Lonnie, can you leak something of the album? Hmm. There's a song that starts with the letter F coming out. Might be one of the first singles. Second singles, whatever, if you count Scarlet Cross. That's about all I can say. Who were some of your inspirations to play bass? I always loved John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin. Flea, Flea is cool because he's such a prominent figure in the band, and he's the bassist. So that's cool. And I always like that when like the lead singer is the bassist too, like the Police or Rush. That's always a cool thing, in my opinion. Yeah, I see people asking about my Hogwarts house. I'm stoked to see a bunch of other Harry Potter fans in there. I've been super into Harry Potter lately. Yeah. Regarding the house, I've talked about this before. If you guys aren't aware, I did the test on the Pottermore. Said I was a Ravenclaw, and I was like, cool. And then, hey, what's up? You want to say hi? Oh yeah, Rita's coming in. Yeah. Hey.
I don't know where to look.
Oh, have a seat.
Move.
One chair, two people. You should show up in a second. There we go.
All right.
Hey, you
Hi,
want to
guys.
say hi?
Sure. Hi.
The microphone doesn't pick up too much, so you got to talk right into it.
Okay.
You want to read a? You want to read a comment? Read a comment? Rita comment?
Rita comment. Rita. Hi, guys. Okay, sorry. There's a bit of delay, so I'm still just getting the messages. Oh,
She's-
somebody else's wife, apparently.
She's so pretty.
Oh.
What's
thanks,
your
guys.
What's your Hogwarts house, Rita?
I
feel
think
I feel like I'm interviewing you right now.
All right. I'm a Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
I am.
Classic Hufflepuff.
I'm a classic Hufflepuff.
So I'll tell you my story. So I did the test years ago, said I was a Ravenclaw. And then we went to the Warner Bros. Studio tour in Los Angeles together, me and Rita. And they actually had the sorting hat there from the movie. And we're like, oh, awesome. So I tried it on. It was the best moment of my life. Well, one of the best, after meeting you. Whew, saved my ass there.
Yeah. What a save.
And I tried the sorting hat on, and it said I was a Gryffindor. And I'm like, that's not what the test told me online. So now I don't know. So I've been meaning to do the test again. That would make a fun video too. So yeah, that's what's going on here. And so I want to say you guys should check out the YouTube channel Harry Potter Theory. And there's a big story behind this. So what are you seeing?
So many comments, it's hard to.
I know it's hard to
Keep
keep up, but it's awesome to see. So okay, we should tell them about Harry Potter Theory. So our our buddy has a YouTube channel called Harry Potter Theory. He's got 250,000 subscribers. It's a huge channel. Now,
We watch all the videos religiously.
yeah, because we love Harry Potter. So this is where it gets interesting. So I I didn't know that he was the guy doing these videos, right?
Yeah.
Like neither of us did. We had just been watching the videos because we like Harry Potter, and then through a mutual friend, we find out that it's actually him, his voice in the video, because he doesn't make it. He's not in the video like on
Yeah,
camera.
his face is not in the video. He just does the voiceover
Yeah.
pictures and videos and whatnot.
Yeah, he just talks and there's images. So we didn't recognize his voice.
One of our friends told Lonnie that he's the guy. He's the one who's doing the videos, and Lonnie wouldn't believe it, and he was in just.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I watch these videos every day, and it's our buddy that I know, and small world.
Now he's starstruck.
Yeah, and it's like, such a small world. Because when you watch a YouTube channel, you're like, oh, he's probably based out of
You
like.
should do a video together.
Yeah, that could be cool. But yeah, when you watch a YouTube channel, you're like, oh, they're probably based out of like Norway or some like random place that you aren't based out of, and then he's right down the street. So crazy.
Well, I have to get out. I've got stuff to do. So thanks so much, guys, for bringing me on, and I'll see you guys all soon, hopefully. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Rita. All right, see you. Sweet. Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw vibes coming from us. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. Lonnie, I'm joking. Don't fight me. We're cool. We're cool. Yeah. I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. Okay. What house would I give each band member? So I would do I've answered this before on other stuff. But yeah, happy to share it. So if I had to house the band members, I'd say Andy would be Slytherin, Jinx would be Hufflepuff, Jake would be Ravenclaw. Yeah, CC would be Gryffindor. And that's, I feel like, how could you not agree with that? Yeah. What's it like to live in Canada? Is it different than living in the U.S.? So, yeah, I spend a lot of time in the U.S., like, half my time in the U.S. basically working with the band. And it's really a lot of similarities, a lot of differences too. It's, I don't know. I'd say in Canada, people are just a little more relaxed. It's a little more like easygoing. I'm not to say that people are uptight in America. I'm not trying to say that in a bad way, but yeah, just a different way that people carry themselves in Canada. But both countries are very similar. They're obviously right next to each other, so there aren't too many differences. The main differences are just in like politics and the way the government runs, I'd say. What's my favorite movie of Harry Potter? Least favorite is Goblet of Fire. I feel like they ruined that one. Philosopher's Stone is probably one of my favorites just because the book is so short, so you can really put it easily into a movie and not have to cut too many things out. Whereas like some of the longer books, when they turn it into a movie, it's almost like they're cutting out like 90% of what you read in the book, which kind of hurts the story, in my opinion. So yeah, Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, those were all really good. And I feel like they kind of saved it at the end. But like, yeah, the fourth one especially was just terrible movie-wise, even though it's probably the best book. What other instruments would you like to learn? I'd love to learn the violin. Scott Dagg asks, do you like Asking Alexandria's music? Yeah. Yeah, of course, you know. Um, do you have any pets? Asks Sam Crump. Not at the moment, although Rita and I are going to be adopting a dog in the summer coming up. We're getting a golden doodle miniature. It's going to be like 15 pounds, size of a cat, basically. So we're pretty excited about that. But yeah, no pets at the moment. But yeah, Rita's always been a big dog person. So yeah, we're excited to do that. Should be getting it sometime in the summer, probably August. Yeah. Do you consider BVB as your family? Yeah, I guess I would. You know, it's always nice when you can get along with your bandmates. So yeah, totally, of course. Yeah. Can I get an awa awa for the BVB Army? Asks Daniela. Awa awa. There you go. Cool. Yeah. Well, let's see. Probably just get to a couple more here, but I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. Yeah, the sun is coming in hot, so maybe I'll go tan out on the balcony after this or something. No, just kidding. Chayo asks, Lonnie, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Just a little tired today. Sorry if my energy's a bit low. I'm a little sleep deprived. Um, you know, so much going on. Sometimes it's like you just feel like you spend all day trying to stay awake and all night trying to fall asleep, and it never ends up happening. You know, who is the most talented in BVB? I think everyone brings their own thing to the table. Uh, to speak with Andy, he's definitely a super creative guy, and he's comes up with all the stories for the records and lyrical messages and all that. And he's a great front face for the band. And Jinx is just so talented with the orchestration and all the strings that he does and the arrangements and everything like that. And Cece is just a monster on the drums and has a lot of great ideas outside of that too. And of course, Jake is just super talented with audio side of things, with production and all the riffs and solos and everything too. And as is Jinx. So yeah, everyone really brings something to the table. I'd say those guys are definitely a privilege to be sitting among them for sure. Did you release any albums before BVB? Yeah, I've played on probably like 50 records over the years, just uh for different artists in the studio and whatnot. Yeah, I've done a lot of recording for different people, so too many to name. What are some of your favorite foods? I I feel like I enjoy foods that aren't as common, but I really like Caesar salad, frozen blueberries, pasta, pizza, of course. Yeah. What's your favorite BVB music video? Apart from Scarlet Cross, I would say The Legacy. Yeah. Just they're in that junkyard playing with all those cars, and there's like the fire and stuff, and Jinx has that double neck guitar in the middle of it. I love The Legacy. I remember buying that on iTunes so that I could watch it on my iPod video, which I had at the time. What's your favorite Bowie song? That's a cool one, asks Laura. Just Dance, or Let's Dance, probably. Yeah, a lot of good ones. I actually played in a David Bowie tribute concert when he passed. A buddy of mine, Aaron Grant, who used to play for Neon Trees, the band, he was putting on a David Bowie tribute show like the week after Bowie passed away, and he asked if I'd want to be a part of it. And I was like, yeah. So we put together this set list and we played a few Bowie songs at a local venue here, and yeah, that was a really fun time. Always good to pay tribute to those guys when they pass. Yeah. Let's see. Lonnie, got TikTok. So I actually do have TikTok. I made an account like 2 weeks ago, and I posted one video on it, and it was just a snippet of the Scarlet Cross video, and I basically just made the TikTok so nobody would steal my username. I just wanted to be the first one to grab it. So there is a TikTok up there. Although I don't really use it that much, but if you do want to follow me, you can do it. I think it's my username's just Lonny Eagleton. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just not cool enough for TikTok. Stuck here in the past doing YouTube. So yeah. Valeria says you're cute. Ah, thank you so much. Marie Anderson, how's it going? How you doing? Favorite Andy Black song? Ribcage. Yeah. I remember the first Andy Black song that we played together was Stay Alive. At the first rehearsal, the first day I met Andy, first song we played was Stay Alive together. And that was very cool. But yeah, I gotta say I loved his Ghost of Ohio record. Um yeah. A lot of people rave about the Shadow Side, which is great too, but I feel like Ghost of Ohio didn't really get the recognition it deserved. There's a lot of great tracks on that. Yeah. Muse is good. Muse is a good band. Alex asks, what's my favorite color? That would be red. Hunter D says, I think YouTube is better than TikTok. I think so, but I don't know. What do I know? All right. Yeah. Drop my guitar pick in my guitar. Yeah, we've all been there. You just got to flip it upside down and shake it until it comes out. Sometimes it can take like 2 minutes. But yeah, we do that all the time as guitarists. Yeah. Love Ghost of Ohio too. You just made my day. Thank you. Ah, happy to. Happy to. You inspire me so much, says Abby. Well, thank you. It's a privilege to be able to, be inspiration for people, or be the reason that somebody would start playing music, based off of inspiration that I can give them. And it's really such a crazy feeling that I don't think anyone could ever get used to. I think back to being a teenager and starting to play guitar, and the musicians that inspired me to, pick up instruments originally. So to be on the other end of that and hear people say that I was the reason they wanted to start playing music makes me feel so good. And it's neat when things come full circle like that. So, yeah. Happy to hear that. Carter says, Lonny, what was your job before joining BVB? Also love from Canada. Yeah, whereabouts in Canada are you, Carter? Yeah, before joining BVB, I was just still playing music. My main gig before BVB was playing with a Canadian artist named Sean Hook, who, if you're Canadian, you might know a lot of his songs that have been on the radio. Sound of Your Heart or Reminding Me was another big hit. Both of them cracked top 10 on Canadian radio. So we did a lot of tours, opening for bands like Marianas Trench and Lindsey Sterling, and we performed at the Juno Awards here a few times, the Much Music Video Awards. So had a good career going with him, and I would love to keep playing with him too, once the pandemic's over. But really happy to be with BVB right now. And I've always just played on records and been a session musician for hire. Do a lot of online studio work, stuff like that. So yeah, just musician would be the answer. And I've been really lucky to do that for 10 years. Carter, I'm from Vancouver. That's awesome. I'm in Vancouver too, so what's up? That's awesome. Hope you've been enjoying the sun today, 'cause super sunny here today. Yeah. Love seeing the fellow Canadians, but I love seeing people from all over. It's like when I see people, from Germany, Hungary, Czech Republic, Russia, Japan, it's like, wow, it's so cool that so many people from all over the world can tune in to something like this. Yeah, very cool. Yeah. What are you guys saying? Could you say Hola Laura in Spanish? No. I don't. I'll say it in English. Hola Laura. I don't know what it is in Spanish. What band would you like as an opener? I would love Falling in Reverse as an opener. They're one of my favorite bands. I really want to tour with them at some point. Yeah. I'd love to tour with Avenged Sevenfold too, although I feel like we'd be opening for them. But yeah, love Avenged Sevenfold. Was super into them when their fourth record came out. Yeah. I was talking about Avenged Sevenfold with somebody recently too. But yeah, I remember in like high school, me and my brother used to just play Halo 3 and put on Avenged Sevenfold. And great way to spend an evening. Yeah. And the musicians are so good in that band. I love the singer's voice. I've heard some people say that they can't get into the band because they're not a fan of the singer's voice, but I love M Shadows' voice. I think he's a great singer. How was it like to be on the Andy Show? Yeah, it's fun being on the Andy Show. I've been on there probably like 20 times now. The first time it's kind of funny. The first time I was on a guest on the Andy Show, I didn't even know I was going to be on the show, actually. Andy just invited me over, and we're just hanging out, and he just like puts up the camera. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're going to film the Andy Show right now." I'm like, "Oh, what?" Couldn't have given me any notice. And yeah, that was the episode where I talked about the Moroccan door. So yeah, I think it's on YouTube. You can check it out. Just search like "Flying with the Moroccan Door" Andy Show, Lonny Eagleton. You can see that. But yeah, it's cool being on the show. I've been a Patreon of the show, supporting for years before I had met anybody in the band. So it's always neat to be on the show. And Joe's great too, and Pat. Love those guys. And I can't wait to be on again soon. Apart from Andy, did you know any of the BVB members before you joined? No, I did not. Andy was the first member of the band that I had met. And actually, he introduced me to Jake and Jinx at the Los Angeles show on his solo tour for the Ghost of Ohio that I played. So Jake and Jinx were at that. CC wasn't able to attend. But yeah, I met them at that time. And then I met CC afterwards. But yeah. What else you guys saying? I wish I could see you and the band in person, says Daniela. Yeah, I'd love that. I really want to just go on tour and be back in a tour bus and say hi to all you guys in person, and not have to worry about shaking anyone's hand, catching germs or anything. I just want things to get back to normal. I just want us to be able to behave in the way that everybody used to. So soon enough, in due time. Yeah. What is your favorite Avenged Sevenfold song? That's a tough one. Nightmare, Little Piece of Heaven, Afterlife, Critical Acclaim. I love the organ intro on Critical Acclaim. Scream has a cool riff. A lot of stuff from the fourth record. A really cool one that I love too is Sidewinder, which is from the City of Evil, and the third record. And it's got this like Spanishy acoustic outro on Sidewinder, and I always loved that because I really like the flamenco Spanishy guitar stuff. I actually used to play in a Spanish guitar duo in my late teens. We're called Wild Rose. So yeah. Yes, I know who Palais Royale is. Tyler Henry says, "What's it like joining one of your favorite bands during lockdown and not being able to play any big shows?" Although you watch both live streams. Thanks for tuning into the live streams, Tyler. Yeah, it's pretty funny not being able to play any shows. Sad and funny, but it's like, yeah, a few weeks ago Andy's like, "Hey man, hope you've been enjoying your time in BVB so far, we play one show a year. It's great." As a joke, I hope we can play shows soon, but yeah, it's a bit tragic to be like, "Oh yeah, here's this, awesome spot in the band, and now we can't play any shows." So I hope we can get back to it soon, hope we can do it soon. But the live streams have been fun, and having the time off the road allows us to do stuff like this, live streams like this, live Q&As and whatnot. So yeah. Oh, Bat Country is another great song. Hail to the King. Yeah, you guys know what's up. What countries do you want to travel to? I want to see the pyramids in Egypt. I want to see the Great Wall of China in China. Yeah, all over Europe. I would love to see Asia, South America. I definitely want to go down there. Basically everywhere. There's really not a country I wouldn't love to visit. Yeah, I do like Billie Eilish. I've never had a paranormal experience, although I am incredibly afraid of the dark. So I feel like every night is a paranormal experience just 'cause I'm so afraid of being in the dark. I'm kind of a baby in that sense. Where is your favorite place to play? I was lucky enough to play at Red Rocks Amphitheater one time in Denver, Colorado. That's definitely a historic venue, and loved playing there. That was amazing. But yeah, playing in my hometown hockey arena where the Vancouver Canucks play, it was awesome. I got to play there twice so far in my career. 20,000 people. One time was on for the Juno Awards. Another time was for a We Day event. And yeah, like the Saddle Dome in Calgary, Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. All of these big hockey arenas are always a privilege to play in. I love doing the arena stuff. It's really fun just being a part of something involving so many people. But yeah, on the other hand too, it's fun playing the smaller club shows too, or the larger scale theater shows. Every type of venue has its own sort of merit to my liking. It's like in a big venue, you're playing for so many people, so that's exciting. But in a smaller venue, you can really connect with people in a way that you can't in a big venue. So I love playing all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Lonnie, have you ever heard any BTS songs? I have not actually. Sorry, I should probably check them out. What was cool though, the band Blackpink, they were wearing a Black Veil Brides t-shirt in one of their music videos. I don't know if you guys saw that. That's pretty cool. 'Cause they're super popular. Lonnie, have you heard of the band Kiss? Asks Marie Anderson. Yes, of course. I've never been to Poland, Sandra. Never been to Poland. Would love to come. Yeah. Inma says, what is your favorite rock ballad? Probably November Rain. Yeah. By Guns N' Roses. Love that one. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you tuning in today. I'm going to head out here. We just passed the hour mark, so I feel like that's a pretty good time to check out. But thanks so much for hanging with me today. I hope we can do more of these soon. And keep an eye out for future videos and for new music coming out soon, very soon. So, yeah, thanks for all your support with the YouTube channel. Really appreciate you guys checking out all the videos and leaving your comments and giving everything a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. And yeah, appreciate it. We'll see you in the next stream. Thank you so much, everybody. Always a pleasure chatting with you guys, and thanks for spending your day with me here. All right, take care.